Good morning, gay people in my phone. My name is Zelda Vox, and I'm here as the real me to give you the real tea on all of your favorite and least favorite celebrities. Welcome to Vox Talks. Our first guest is most known for his role as Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's Tim Curry. Hi, Tim.
Hello, Zelda, darling. It's so good to see you again. How are the children?
Oh, I buried them out back, just like you suggested.
Oh, thank God. I didn't want to hear another second about those boring little shits.
Oh, you know me so well. You're known as the mad scientist who created the infamous Rocky Horror. Are there any other experiments that you did that you'd like to maybe tell us about?
To be perfectly honest, every day of my life is an experiment, Zelda, darling. Experiment with this, experiment with that, with him, with her, with them, with anything that moves. Recently, I've been experimenting with these earth creatures you're so fond of. I believe it was HYDRA who talked about them first. I think they're called dogs.
Now, you're quite the sexual being. Do you have any advice for the virgins in the audience?
I would say, be it, don't dream it. Really embrace every inch of the skin, of the flesh, of desire. Give in to it, darling. Don't you like it? Just try it.
That is great advice. I don't know what it means, but I like it.
It means, Zelda, that stop being such a fucking prudish little bitch and get some dick in your ass.
Thank you for explaining it to me like I'm 5.
You're very welcome.
Now, for my next question, what changes would you make to the Frankenfurter wardrobe and why?
Well, Zelda, I'd have a massive strap-on. And I think the why is quite obvious. You've seen me in those tiny panties and they weren't doing a lot for me, to be perfectly honest.
You know what? I think that would be a hit.
I think it would be a huge hit.
Alright, now if you could commit one minor crime with no repercussions, what would it be and why?
I've already committed so many major crimes, Zelda. Why would I worry about repercussions of a minor one? Truly, that is a stupid question from a stupid woman.
You know, I get that a lot. Something makes me think that maybe I should come up with smarter questions.
Perhaps you should read a book or get a lobotomy.
Okay, this is a fun one. What's something that you've used as a sex toy that definitely should not be used as a sex toy?
Well, first of all, everything should be used as a sex toy, so the question doesn't make sense once again. However, I think maybe the most shocking thing to your simple-minded earthling audiences might be this very wine glass right here.
Chug, 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 chug.
I do not chug, Zelda. I sip, and I take it in my throat, and I enjoy.
Now this is a hard one. If you had to choose between someone clacking their chewing gum very loudly in your ear, or having your fingers be a little bit sticky at all times and never quite knowing why, which would you choose and why?
Once more, a very stupid question to ask me, Zelda. My fingers are a little bit sticky at all times anyway. And I know exactly why.
But what if you didn't know why? Would that change things?
If I didn't know why, I'd be even more intrigued and aroused.
Now I get to my final question. What's next for you, Tim?
My next adventure, honestly, Zelda, I'm just trying to get a goddamn gig. That's why I'm talking to you right now. I don't know if you noticed, but I went from a castle with slaves and sex playthings who would fall at my feet and bend to my every whim, to trying to coax children into a sewer grate. So time has not been kind to me, and I truly will take any chicken shit gig that comes up. That's why I'm talking to you.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Vox Talks is the bottom of the barrel.
I think we knew that already.
All right, thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you, Zelda. Please don't call me again.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect Tyler Noll to be as good as he was this week. I think his impersonation was spot on.
I loved Tyler's. It was so good, so clever. Didn't fall out of character at any point. It was just like naturally a great performance.
Tyler
actually surprised me. This is okay. This is making it seem like I think Tyler is like literally the worst performer ever. No, I just felt like I was surprised. I was delightfully surprised. I'm like, yes, Tyler, you better work, bitch.
Our next guest is also a scientist, but this one's a little less mad. Please welcome Albert Einstein. Albert, how are you?
Oh my god, I'm so glad to be here. Didn't it say Mrs. Vox? You look like a man. Does this thing work? I cannot hear you.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I can see you. Hi.
Hello. So my first question, what were some hypotheses that you weren't able to prove during your long academic career?
What? I didn't hear anything, I'm sorry. I think I'm 150 years old, I didn't hear anything. Repeat the question, please.
Do you have any hypotheses that you came up with that you weren't able to prove?
I don't even know what that word means. Hypotheses? I'm sorry, can you tell me what the word in German means, my dear?
Are there any scientific theories that you weren't able to prove?
Oh my god, yes. Yes, I have one. Did you know? Wait, you have to follow me with this one. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
It's going to be a little bit mathematics. So, how old are you? Take your age.
I'm 22.
Now add +2.
Okay, so 24.
Now subtract 2.
Okay, and we're back to 22.
This is your age, isn't it?
Wow, that's really impressive.
Physics! Whoa! Give me another one, I love these.
So you were largely responsible for the atom bombs made by the US during World War II. Would you like to maybe take this time to apologize for that?
Let me tell you something about this. I have actually something written down for this one. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. And drag queens tell you they're from Chicago. Oh god, I think I'm gonna die a second time if this is going to keep this funny. Whoa.
Speaking of being resurrected, I'm sure you've been surprised by some modern technology. What modern technological advancement has surprised you the most?
I have watched this show, The Big Bang Theory. Let me tell you something. First of all, I don't know how they made this so funny because science is actually fucking boring. It's fucking boring, you know? So they made science very funny, and isn't this the most wonderful thing in this world? Science! Whoa! I have another one of these, wait. Those are drugs.
So your brain is currently on display in the Muir Museum. How do you feel about people going to look at your brain?
I mean, you can very much feel that my brain is in a museum right now. That's why I'm talking so much shit right now, you know? That's why I need all those drugs to just say anything. I mean, I was taking a look at it. My brain is fucking beautiful. Let me tell you something.
Alright, do you have any final thoughts before you go back to being cremated?
I wanted to ask you a question. Do you know where Marilyn Monroe lives right now?
No, I don't.
Well, I would like to visit her again. We had a couple of infamous times, you know. Once she said to me, if we could have babies, they would be as beautiful as her and as smart as me. But I didn't want to have babies because I was afraid they're gonna be as ugly as me and as dumb as her.
Well, at least you're both dead now, so you can make babies in hell.
She's dead? That's some fact! Wieso ist sie tot?
Yeah, she's been dead for a little while now.
I wanted to pop that pussy one last time. I mean... I popped that pussy so loud, the atomic bomb and Oppenheimer dead sound was a live recording of our bedroom. Oh.
Thank you so much, Albert. We'll see you in an urn somewhere.
Goodbye.
Titanic was great. Like, I hate to say it. I'm annoyed by when Titanic does great. But it was really good. It's a smart choice picking someone who is deceased because you can make up shit.
I was giggling for like the first couple minutes, but like every now and again being like, oh, ha ha ha. But like after a while, I was like, okay. Let's wrap this up. Let's think of something else, something new, something else, do my eyebrows, something else.
A lot of it was a little bit on the cringy side. It did not sit well with me in my little comedy hole. And I know a thing or two about holes.
Our next guest is commonly known to want a hot dog real bad, I've been told. Please welcome Jennifer Coolidge. Hi, Jen.
Hi. I've just been sitting here waiting, but I'm doing good. I've been kicking my little concrete slappers in excitement for Vox Talks. Lay it on me, Mr. Zelda Vox.
All right, so for my first question, you've played a lot of moms on TV, but you've never had any children of your own. Is that a conscious choice?
A lot of people do call me a MILF because of my movies, but yeah, no, I don't have any. I'm barren. I'm a barren wasteland. I am dry as the Sahara, as they say. So that's why I don't have any kids. But if I did, I would not love them because I don't like children.
So you said in college that you wanted to be a dramatic actress, but instead you went the route of being a comedy character actress. Can you give me an example of dramatic Jen Coolidge?
If you really want the drama, and I'm telling you this, Zebla, if you really want the drama, you gotta look into the camera and give them a good old scream. Yeah, and that is what we call drama. And scene, honey.
Now, you were in a relationship with comedian Chris Kattan until shortly before he was cast on SNL. Why do you think that ended?
I think it ended because I just didn't feel comfortable to show him everything, you know? I felt uncomfortable to let down all my layers and to show him the real center of the onion. I feel like moving forward towards the future after that relationship, I just wanna put down my cards and not have a poker face and let the chips fall where they lie and show everyone the center of my fat onion.
If you had to choose between having no legs and having no eyes, which would you choose and why?
I would probably choose no eyes. Not having eyes. I don't want to have eyes. I've seen enough, especially from you, mister. You know, this entire talk, I just wanted to tell you that you're not that pretty and you're not that bright. So that's why I would not really want to have my eyes. Second choice would be ears.
Okay, all right. We're gonna fight about that in the parking lot later.
Oh, which parking lot? I hope it's the Wally World parking lot.
Wherever you want to go, Diva, I'm down to fight wherever as long as there's cameras.
Yes, I love a good fight. Hopefully we can have a fight over some grand mountains in Asia. It sounds majestic. And I'll be there with a cyanide pill.
So we're nearing the end of the interview, but I want to ask you a deep personal question.
Oh, personal.
If you were a vehicle, what kind of vehicle would you be and why?
I would probably be something hot, a little fast, kind of old, but you know, very fast, sexy. I'd probably definitely be top down, cause you know I like to show my breast circles. Top down, up all the way down. Top down convertible. I think Jennifer Convertible has a nice ring to it, and I really think that would be me as a car. Lots of miles.
Listen, as long as it gets you from point A to point B.
As long as it gets somewhere, you know me, I'm just out here, Zebla. Just trying to travel the world one road trip at a time with a big fat trunk following behind me.
Now, my last question, what's next for you?
I think next in my career is probably, I think I want to go into data entry. It's very exciting. I find it exciting. And I just feel like I want to shy away from the glitz and the glamour of Hollywood. As much as I love it, I really think that data entry for a correctional dentistry corporation is my destiny, Zebla.
You know what? I definitely see that for you. As a big fan of data entry myself, I think you would slay.
Oh, data. Oh, data, you're a data girl, not data?
We'll add that to our parking lot fight.
Yeah, we'll fight about data or data. Usually when people look at me, they say data, lotta ass. Was that a good one, Zebla? I think that was a good one.
I think that's great. And that is also all the time we have.
Oh, thank you so much. I had a great... Oh, they're giving me the cutoff. Fuck. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, God.
It was she did so good. Orbit did so good.
The impersonation part is what is super surprising because I knew she was going to be funny, but her impersonation skills are really good.
I definitely think that she did a really great job overall with her presence, her jokes, her timing, her mannerisms, and that I think is very important this week.
You did good, gal. You did good.
Our next guest on Vox Talks may not be that well known to you in the audience, but let's be clear, she's got a killer rack. It's Jodi Arias. Hi, Jodi. How are you?
Hello. Oh, I'm so great. I've been in such a good place. I've been doing yoga every day. I've been doing handstands, stretching out, stretching myself out. I'm so happy now.
I'm so glad. Now, our audience may be a little bit less familiar with you than they are with our other guests. Would you mind telling us a little bit about who you are and how you became famous?
Oh, well, I think I'm famous for, like, I look good, obviously. And there were a bunch of things that came into me becoming famous. I had, like, bits on TV, and I was sometimes on the news for, like trivial reasons, and there was, like to name one, some people accused me of killing my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, but, like, that never happened. It was all, like, very trivial. I'm like a TV personality, mostly. So, yeah, that's probably how people know me these days.
So, on the subject of you murdering your ex-boyfriend, what was your sex life with Travis like before he, died?
Well, that's a very sore topic for me, I wouldn't call it a sex life. It was not very consensual. I did it for the children mostly. I love Travis. I would never do or say anything to slander his name, but he was a sick man, and when I would engage with him, I did it for the children. And I never enjoyed it. Like, I have so much proof. Like, some of it was played in court. I have some that hasn't been heard yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very believable evidence. I'm glad you brought that with you.
Like, as a fellow woman, you know that that's not how women sound when they're doing that, and it was not something I wanted to do, but it was something I had to do. I had to do it for the community, and I actually made some merchandise for fellow victims, and I think we should put the theme in victim, because we are all going through this together at this point, and what Travis did to me, he did to every woman and every child and every dog, in a sense. So,
did you think you would get away with the murder?
I feel like the haters try to get me at every step of my way. Like, very well, I would never do such a thing. I'm such, like, not a murderer. Like, you can very well see I'm not someone who would do that. Like, I even have a dog, and you can hear her squealing how happy she is.
All right. How's life in prison treating you?
Life in prison has been great. I've been donating my hair to, children or whatever. I think a lot of people need wigs, and, like, for example, I think you need a new wig.
I'll have to head down to the beauty supply store to get myself a Jodi Arias original. I feel like it would really complete the look,
You get my DNA with it.
Even better.
It was all over the crime scene, but that was all planted. We all know it was the government doing that.
They took one of your wigs and they just scattered it around the crime scene.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're on my side on this.
All right, if you had to choose between having eyes for nipples or or having penises for fingers? Which would you choose and why?
I would definitely take eyes for nipples, because I feel like because I always dress modestly and have a bra, I wouldn't have to have seen everything that Travis has put me through and made me see. Like the things that I have witnessed with my eyes on the face have been unbearable.
Well, that is all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming, Jodi, and have a great day.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me share the truth with the people.
Oh my god, Hydra. Bitch, what? What?
Girl.
I know we've all been saying we've been hoping she might trip a little, but I didn't mean for her to like fall in a pit of acid. Like, this poor girl.
Words can probably not describe, like, I really don't want to drag this girl, like, all left to Hydra. She's an amazing competitor, but this week, it was literally, like, hard to watch. She's just taking every single thing that Zelda's throwing at her and just swatting it to the ground. Every single ball just down, missed it.
I thought her character was so unbelievably dry. Just the concept of just this stone-faced, like, murderer selling merch is so funny to me.
Ooh, girl. Ooh. I gotta get out of here. Someone take me out of here. Someone please escort me out of here.
It was a mind fuck watching it. It was buck. It was a buck.
I don't care what anyone says. Hydra's my winner.
Well, that interview was dead on arrival, but our next guest is not only still alive, but she sings live. Please welcome Carrie Underwood. Hi, Carrie, how are you?
How am I today? I'm human, I'm Christian, and I think that's pretty good.
Now, in prior interviews, you've said that your music inspirations are music as a whole. Are there any specific musicians that inspire you today?
Well, I'm inspired by a lot of holes, actually. Sometimes trenches. I really get a lot of inspiration from, like, the openings of volcanoes, because it's kind of like a mouth. And my mouth makes a lot of sounds, like a volcano makes that red liquid that always gets all them people.
Now, you're a proud evangelical Christian. What's your stance on the LGBTQ community?
You know, my thoughts on the queer community are generally true. They're generally correct. My new single that I'm about to debut, my producer's gonna kill me for this, but it's called I Think Gay People Are All Right When They're Quiet.
Now, as a Kelly Clarkson stan, I am heartbroken to hear that you two have beef. What is that about?
See, the thing about Kelly Clarkson is she won the first season, and I auditioned for that season, but I just don't like her face, and I don't like her personality, and I think she was fat before, and I think she's even fatter now. But speaking from a Christian perspective, it's my beliefs.
So you're a vegan and an animal lover, and I want to know, if I threatened to kick a dog right now, what would you do about it?
So it's so funny you mentioned that, because your production came to me and said, if you want to appear on this drag duel competition, you gotta kill and eat a dog. So I got some dog right here.
Oh, wow.
The blood makes it taste bad. Y'all talk about killing dogs a little bit too much for my comfort.
So one of your acting credits was for the movie Soul Surfer, which leads me to ask, do you think you would still be famous if you had no arms?
You know, that's a great question, and I'm so glad that you are brave enough to ask the ones that really matter. I don't think I'd be quite as famous because I use my arms to hold the microphone.
I cannot.
Wait, I just got a quick question. Is it arms but with the hands attached to over here? Because I think I can make that work and still be pretty famous.
I'm gonna go with no arms and no hands.
No arms, no hands. Oh, that's a problem then. Yeah, I don't think I'd be very famous because I'd have to have everyone hold my microphone for me, and they'd be the famous one.
What are some country girl stereotypes that you're proud to defy?
I think that country girls get a bad reputation because everybody says that we're just blonde bimbos that never been to college, but that is not true. Some of us are brownettes.
Now for my final question, what's next for you in your career?
You know, my career's been going in a whole bunch of different directions. It's been going ups, it's been going downs, it's been going downs, it's been going downs.
All right, thank you so much, Carrie. I hope you have a great day.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
Susan is Carrie Underwood. Honestly, I was kind of surprised because this may be terrible to say, but I was really expecting a lot from Susan this week, and I feel like it's just kind of undelivered a little bit.
The blood makes it taste bad.
She put her Susan juices all over it. She squirted them all over the challenge, and I appreciated it.
I don't know who Carrie Underwood is, but after the Vox Talks, I would like to know her, actually. I think I like her.
Our next guest is a drag icon and ballroom legend, house mother of the House of Laasia. It's Crystal Laasia. How are you, darling?
Yes, mother of the House Laasia. And let me tell you, you can take all these pictures of me, you can take these videos, but you will not make any money from me.
Now, the world today knows you as a queen of sickening reads, as well as the creator of the house system in ballroom. What are some lesser known things about your legacy?
Something that's not known about me is that I alone created the House of Laasia. Peppa Laasia was there, all them were there. I said I was mother, and that is how it began.
Now, not many people know this, but you were actually the very first drag queen that RuPaul ever saw perform. Do you take any credit for RuPaul's illustrious career?
I take a lot of credit. I kind of am the mother of drag. I include the essence. There would be no drag, no ballroom without me. So I would say RuPaul, she took some notes, she looks cute, but she could be more gorge.
Understood. I will let her know.
She can't even do her own makeup.
And I'm assuming you did your own makeup today?
I did. You can catch it all here, all House Mother Laasia.
Stunning. Now, you are known for your scathing reads. Can you read me right here, right now?
Zelda, I couldn't read you if you were a pig in a wig. You're just so easy. You kind of make it easy. You say you have a mother. Your mother, she hasn't won anything.
So, every drag artist knows there is nothing more sacred than the post-drag show meal. What's your go-to post-drag show meal?
My post-drag show meal would definitely be a burger from the diner on the corner of Melrose.
The corner of Melrose and what?
Why do you want to know, Zelda? Do you want to pick my spot? Do you want to go lick my chair before I get there? Why do you want to know?
Listen, I want to try the burger. If it's good enough for you, it's gotta be good enough for me.
Well, baby, I'm not telling you.
Okay, keep your secrets. Keep your secrets, witch.
Oh, you want to call me a witch? How dare you? And you know what? I heard that nobody's getting the money. You said that you were gonna give it to us, but ha, Derek's a scammer.
If you were stuck in a zombie apocalypse, what would be your plan? What's your zombie apocalypse survival plan?
Baby, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, I'd become Queen Mother Zombie, and I would take over them all. I would use my brain, it's so powerful, and I would show them how to be fierce.
Now, my last question, do you have any advice for drag artists who want to be as legendary as you?
I would say be yourself, darling. You can't be someone else. If you try to be me, you'll fail. If you try to be her, you'll fail. So be you. And honestly, I'm having a terrible time, so I'm just going to walk away.
Oh, and she's gone. Okay.
Trisha, again, didn't have a single joke in hers, which was so weird. Because technically it was not bad at all. The impression was pretty good. The look was great.
Because I love Trisha so fiercely, Trisha's like made me sad because I could see on her face thinking about a joke, like thinking about what to say and thinking about how to respond and this, that, and the other. But because she's thinking, she's not saying anything. So a lot of it is just like silence. And it's just like, no!
Trisha really surprised me this week because I know how in her head she gets, especially about like comedy and things like this. She honestly really surprised me because to me she was giving the character down. There was one point where she kind of like fumbled like a little bit, but then she like kind of just like turned right back around and got right back in the conversation.
Our next guest is one who honestly doesn't really need an introduction. It's Cher, bitch. Hi Cher, how are you today?
I'm feeling great. How are you, Zelda Vox?
You know, you're the first one to ask me that all day. And the answer is I'm doing terribly. Thank you.
We make it through. We make it through.
Now, you're known to change genres to keep up with the times.
Of course.
What sound are you going for with your next record?
I've really been trying to get into like beatboxing. I feel like it would be super cool. Just reinvent one more thing. Why not? What did you say? I'm sorry, I can't hear shit.
Would you like to give us a little beatboxing demo?
Of course. What did you think?
That was really impressive. I didn't know you could do that.
Thanks, babe. That's why I love being an ally. Right here. They love it. They love it.
The gays do love you.
They do. I'm mother.
You are mother.
I serve cunt. I do the new young kid things. I'm an Oscar winner, but I'm also starting my TikTok.
Ooh.
I heard it's really fun and not at all artistically draining.
Now, something else you're known for is your tattoos. What's your next tattoo gonna be?
I really want to get a picture of BUCY's ass right on my tits.
Great idea. I love that.
Exactly.
Now, I'm a little bit out of the loop. Tell me about your beef with Madonna.
Of course, pretty much I would let Madonna know that she is a untalented cunt and she is not a good dancer. She's not particularly beautiful. And that Bob Mackie that she bought from my auction was not necessarily something that she should wear for herself because she probably couldn't fit it.
Perfect. I feel completely up to date now. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm back with the hard-hitting questions.
Okay.
If you had to choose between eating nothing but cheese for the rest of your life or always hearing a faint beeping noise but never knowing where it's coming from, which would you choose and why?
Wow, we're getting really great journalism here at the Vox Talks. I would say I really do like cheese. I may have been born in California, but in my heart I'm a Wisconsin girl. Maybe I'll do country next. Yee. Don't break my hoe, my achy breaky hoe. Wasn't it good? I did it.
That was great. I would buy that record.
See, honestly, we should do another hit.
Now, Cher, you've had an illustrious career.
That's damn right. I'm a fucking Oscar winner.
What's next for you?
Honestly, I actually have my Christmas album coming out, so Mariah Carey better watch her wig.
Do you want to sing us a little something before you go?
How am I supposed to cope? I sure am gonna miss that dope. But since he's not around, vocoder, something I can't believe. The answer is technology. Sing along if you know it.
Oh my god, I love the free performance. Thank you so much, Cher.
You're welcome, bitch. Thank you. Bye. Buy my new Christmas album.
I think it was awful. Awfully good!
I loved Christy as Cher. It was incredible. I think she had such a level of confidence. A lot of people were thrown off when you interjected, and I think she was the only one that completely adapted herself to every time you added something.
I thought it was good, and that's so annoying. That's so annoying, but I thought it was good. I'm an ally. Shut up.
Christy surprised the fuck out of me, okay? Like, I did not expect her to slay as hard as she slayed.
Christy nailed this challenge as I expected her to. She's got a lot more than what these people have been thinking she has.
I hate that she did good. I hate that she did good. Ew. Ew. I fucking love Christy and she's my sister. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Our next guest is one of my favorite TV chefs. It's Julia Child.
Hello everybody, my name is Julia Child and welcome to another episode of The French Cook. Tonight we will be making some fucking bitching chicken and who are you?
Oh, I'm Zelda Vox. I'm here to interview you for Vox Talks.
Zelda, where is Paul? I was told Paul would be here.
Paul is in RuPaul?
No, Paul, my husband! I rose from the dead 5 days ago, and I got a call from a producer, and they said, Paul's race! Where is Paul racing to? I lost him in 1994. Where is Paul?
That's a great question, but actually I'm here to ask you some questions.
I need some champagne. Go, speak!
Now, I barely know how to scramble an egg. Do you have any advice for fellow cooking novices like myself?
Well, you're just in luck, dear. Today I have brought to you the most succulent, the most delicieux dish from all of Paris. All of my girlfriends were making this, and I have made it just better by making it more American, because that is what French cuisine needed, more American. So, are you ready to learn, you bitch?
Uh-huh.
I'm a little upset about the Paul thing.
Yeah, sorry we killed him.
You did what to Paul? Oh, never mind. Oh, keep asking your silly little questions, dear. Oh, some Red Bull gives you wings, and she doesn't have wings anymore. She's dead.
Now, you're known to have quite a few mishaps when cooking on TV. Can you tell me the story of the worst mishap you've ever had on television?
Mishaps? I have had no mishaps. Cooking is what's the word? The man with the squirrels on his head, Bob Ross. Cooking is just happy little accidents. So when somebody kills Paul, all you do is you take out this, and you take out your frustrations on your bitching chicken. Okay?
Oh my god.
This chicken is prime chicken. This chicken is chicken breast. This chicken knows what it's doing. This chicken did nothing. This is how they teach us. Stop making that face. I see you behind your little camera. Oh.
My next question for you is I read that you wanted to become a novelist before you were a cook. If you were to write a novel about your sex life, what would it be called?
Oh, my sex life? Dear, are we in 1924? Are we in the noughties? Are we just thinking that you can ask anything? Well, let me tell you, I actually use a couple of different things that I use in my sex life to cook my chickens. Because everything is new age and everything is different. So I'm gonna show you how I fuck my husband. That's right, I'm 6'2" and he's 5'3". Of course I peg him. So here's my strap on. Minimum 8 inches. Paul always said below 8, and I'm gonna hey, if you know what I mean. Oh, and then you take it and you jam it into the anal cavity. Or any cavity you'd like. I have no preferences myself.
So my next question for you is, what video game character would you most want to perform a duet with at karaoke night?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
That brings me to my last question. Do you have any regrets in life?
Oh, I have so many regrets in life. I regret learning how to cook. I regret fucking Paul for the first time because I fell in love. I regret taking this interview because it was a lie. I honestly regret making this chicken just a little bit. I'm gonna have to eat it or else my cat will. But mostly, I regret dying. Because if I hadn't died, maybe I'd know what a fucking video game is. Are we ready to trust the chicken, Zelda?
Unfortunately, we are out of time, but thank you so much for coming back from the dead to do this, Julia.
Wait! I have a finished bitching chicken! Wait! Oh no! It appears I put a bitch chicken Zelda in the oven instead of a bitching chicken, and this is all that came out, so who the fuck cares? Oh, goodbye.
Okay. Bye.
Oh.
That Julia Childs is something to behold. And before this episode comes out, I have to tell her that to her face or else she'll get mad at me. Like, hey Diva, just wanted to let you know that you were crazy this week.
This video needs to be submitted to a federal ward. Rosa, you are going to prison. PETA is gonna get you for that fucking chicken.
Oh, Rosa, you stuck a dildo into a chicken and I somehow felt nothing.
Yes, when she started fucking that chicken, I was so confused. I was like, girl, I'm scared.
I had to take 6 breaks watching that video. 6 breaks. I counted because it's a 10-minute video. It's a 10-minute video.
Rosa's was one of the most insane things I've ever watched in my life. I honestly don't even know how much of it is going to make it to YouTube.
When I tell y'all, the whole time I was screaming like, girl, stop touching this raw chicken.
The way she almost drank out of his hole. There needs to be a salmonella counter of how many times she has cross-contaminated something during that challenge.
I love Rosa. I don't want her to be in the bottom. But I think she might be in the bottom because that was fucking crazy.
Also, you looked a little bit like Colonel Sanders.
What a way to end the show. Well, that's all, folks. Make sure you tip the celebrities. Yes, even the dead ones. And follow them all on Instagram. Some of them need it, some of them don't. I hope you have the day you deserve. I've been Zelda Vox, and I'm gonna go find my keys. I don't know where I put my keys.